What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome back to Banished. We've got another trader just rocking up to the old trading post right now. We're cruising along nicely as usual. Pecan seeds. And this is another one we want. So if we can only get one because that will give us the ability to plant pecan? Pecan? Yeah. And what can we spare at the moment? Tools we can probably rip into a little, although we don't have many. Let's see how we can go on the hide coats, because they're worth a fair bit and we really want this. Ooh. Okay. If we sell all our hide coats, and we'll have to do a little bit of manipulation so that we don't use up all of them. We can probably stack the rest with firewood. I'm overpaying by 40 units, so I'm going to have to... So if that's 2460 and that's... So 20 is worth 80. So I need to make it 250. Excellent. Bit of math there. Trade. But let's also jump over here real quick. Drop that down. And drop this down. So that we don't ravage all of our suppliers. Because if we left our coats up at 100, it would take all of the available coats we have at the moment, all of the clothes we have, and put them in the trading post, so our people wouldn't be able to use them. But next time we build a crop field, we'll be able to plant, or an orchard rather. I think pecans are an orchard. So we'll have to sort that out next time. But right now, what are we going to do? We're in a bit of an odd place at the moment because we don't have heaps amount of population. We might actually set up a quarry. I kind of want to do that very soon because we're going to need it. We're running low on stone again. We could chuck a quarry up here. Problem with the quarry is you end up with a big hole in the ground and you can't get away from it once you do that. And they're fairly large, look at that. So this whole area will be unusable once the quarry has done its work. But we could just chuck it there, I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter. These mountains will be good for mines, where we can set up iron mines and coal mines and that sort of thing. So maybe this area can be a little bit industrious. And we can pop a quarry around here. I kind of want to line it up with that road, so let's keep that going. No, we can't put it there because there's a little bit of a rise in the landscape. Closest we can get is there. I think that's fair enough though, that can go there. Let's do it. We can drop off some builders so that we've got some labourers going. We can extend this road up to yonder. So then we can start planting. We can start building houses and things up here, so that our quarry workers don't have far to go. And we could actually extend that road right across. But we might do that once we have built up this area a bit, because I don't like planning out roads too much until I've got buildings to guide me, because I prefer to place the buildings and have the roads fit in with that, as opposed to the other way around. Because often you end up with big gaps and stuff, and that's kind of what we've done over here, which is why we have a gap here, and we're going to end up with more gaps along the way. In fact, I might actually just extend this road down here just to make it nice and neat. I think that's going to hit... Let's see. Yep. Because then when we put our hospital in, we can put it in around here. But right now, let's work on this quarry, because we could really do with some stone production. And then once we've got our stone production underway, we can start upgrading houses to stone houses and all that good stuff. So let's speed her up as we get into spring, which is a good time to be expanding, as we've got new crops on the horizon. Our chickens are still breeding. We've got 10 now. Ooh, one of them just got born. Beautiful. When they max out, it'll be a cacophony of chicken noises. You can see we've got a whole lot of them pecking around there. Our herdsmen are looking after them nicely. I trading post is doing well. Our stored clothes is going up, which is nice. Because once that hits once that gets over 100, I think we'll start restocking the trading post with clothes to sell. Because they're worth so much. But they're also very valuable because people will get very sick during winter if they don't have warm clothes and firewood to burn. So it's worth making sure that we've got plenty for our population. Our cemetery is almost full. We're on 12 of 16 graves. Because all our oldies have been dying off. Oh, that's a pretty epic grave right there. Reserve of iron is low. Alright. We'll have to scrounge for some iron. Collect iron. Let's collect this iron. Is there any here? There's that little bit there. Is there any in here that we haven't already said to collect? Nope. Any around here? Oh yeah, well, there's a big batch of iron up there. Let's do this area first. And we'll see if there's any around here. Yeah, gather up that little amount. And that little bit there. And yeah, then we can, later on we'll come down and pillage all this stuff. Got 6 labourers on the go, which is fantastic. Quarry is up and running, so let's get some stone cutters. Now here we've got total number of jobs available 15. You can actually edit the amount of jobs available through this little interface here. So you can see I can say, okay, 10's the max, 15, whatever. And that's more if you've got multiples going at the same time. So if I had multiple quarries, but 20 labourers available, I could assign 10 to each and make it nice and even, or, you know, that sort of thing. Or if I had one that was on its way out, I could maybe have 5 working on that one and have 15 working on another one. And it just lets you control kind of the distribution of labour. But for now, we want to have... We've got 8 labourers available. Make that 9 because we don't need that many builders. So let's pop in a good number of labourers. Let's put 6 in. And we'll have to build some houses around here as well because... Well, essentially, they're going to be travelling a fair way to get there at this stage. Yeah, look. They're taking up all these areas. We're pulling traders from over here as well. These guys are going to be perhaps pulling things from elsewhere as well. No, they're doing alright. Wow, these guys are going all the way over here. Oh, a couple of people died all at once there, which is kind of sad, but, you know, they're replenishing themselves, which is nice. And our stoneworkers will get to work on digging out a big hole in the ground, and this will just get deeper and deeper and deeper until this limit, this 100% remaining, reaches 0, and then it'll just be a big hole in the ground and nothing else. Let's raise the limit because we want to get into some stonework eventually, before too long. And we've got a stockpile here for them to take it to. What we might do as we build up a bit more, we might actually put a stockpile over this end of town so that they can go straight to that, and any mines that we build can go straight to that as well. But we'll do that when we get a little bit further into it and a little bit more production-ing. When we're producing more, let's just say that. Cool. Feels good to have a quarry underway. They'll work on that and bash away at it. I kind of want to get a coal mine soon, because a coal mine and an iron mine for that matter. But we need lots of people for that, because again, they take up to 15 each as well. And I do like maxing things out because I feel like that's the most efficient way to be playing. But in order to do that, we need to have plenty of people around. So, let's pop some houses in along here. Let's leave a space for the road there. In fact, let's look at it from this angle. And we'll pop a few houses in, because Because we're still reaching our limit on food. We're not running out of food anytime soon. So if we put a few houses in, we'll get some more children being born. Because we're a little low on kids at the moment, which is a little bit frightening. So we've got 55 adults, 12 students, and 10 children. Not the ratio I like to have. We want a steady flow of children growing up and becoming adults and that sort of thing. But that's okay. These guys will get to work and build some houses, and then they'll supply the quarry with some more workers and that sort of thing. Which will be fantastic. In fact, we might even put a stockpile up here already, because then they won't have far to go at all. Where's this person going? What's your deal? Stone cutter. Gathering food. Oh, a bit hungry, are you? A long way to go. Jesus. Tamarina. Wow, she's really going on an epic journey to to gather some food and satisfy her stomach. Now she must live here because now she's going back to work. Cool. And well, obviously we'll get a barn in here as well somewhere. I know we've got one down here, but what we will end up doing is putting a barn up this way as well, so that they don't have as far to go for food. And we could even shove a market in this kind of area. Because if we get a lot of houses going along here, and then we've got the mines and the quarries and stuff where they can all work, and then we'll have a market where they can get all their food and everything. It'll be a nice little ecosystem, I think. Yeah. Should work out quite nicely. And we'll keep everything away from the forester and the gatherer and the hunter. All that sort of jazz. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We've kind of ignored this mob up here, but they're just kind of ticking away. They're creating loads of food, gathering lots of food. Everyone's living away out their lives quite nicely. This couple are getting fairly old, 71 and 66. So they'll be dying off eventually. See how we've got on our family to house. 31 families, 27 homes. Not bad. We're still keeping it conservative. Because eventually people like these people, they'll die off and that house will become available, so it's worth not kind of overdoing it on how many houses are available. What about these guys? Yeah, they're about middle-aged, that's fine. Ooh, we've got a merchant. Let's skip over there. I don't think we've got enough to trade with at the moment, but we'll see what they've got. Ah, they haven't got anything we want anyway. Squash and chicken. We can make that ourselves. Look at all the chickens we've got. We've got 11 chickens. We don't need your chicken. Let's boost up the inventory now that we've got a bit more in the stockpile. Add some more clothes. Oh, we've got 1,000 firewood sitting there. So let's up that back to 500. Oop. Tools. We've got 133 tools sitting there, so let's up the tools a bit. We can grab 40 of them. Our hide coats we can take up to 60, I think. That should be fine. Then we'll have plenty to trade in the future. But we don't want what you've got at the moment, Mr. Trader Man. We've got quarries happening and things. I love how the quarry just very slowly, it will become a much bigger hole. There'll be a ramp along the side of it and everything, and yeah, it's a nice effect, I think, because it goes slowly enough that you can't see it change, but it definitely changes over time. So we've still got 99% remaining, so you can pull a lot of stone out of these quarries. We've got a stone cutter living here, stone cutter, stone cutter, stone cutter. Now this dude living on his own, or girl I should say, this woman living on her own kind of worries me a bit, because it means there aren't enough people to form families. But we do have more families, so maybe they're just still kind of playing the field or something, or, you know. seeing who's around. Ooh, we're using a whole lot more now. We're only about 700 above our utilization on food. However, having said that, we're staying at our cap though. So again, we're just kind of producing as much as we're using at this stage. We're not overproducing anything and we're not underproducing anything. We're keeping our stockpiles at the maximum level, which can be a bit deceptive because you can look at that and go, oh, I only produced 8,700 last year and we used 8,057. I must be getting close, but I'm not really, because I've stayed at our limit on food for pretty much the whole... So, you know. That's that. Oops, someone else died. Now, what else can we do here? A hospital. Yes, we could get that going. I'd like to get... Well, we could even bring some fishing docks into here. That would be nice. I forgot about fishing docks entirely. But now that we've got a body of water that we're close to, that could be quite a good little development, I think. Let's plonk down a couple of things before we end out the episode. So, let's get ourselves a hospital. Now this, if we do it there, we're not going to be able to put any houses behind it, so we're not going to do that. Let's put it here. Yep, let's plonk that down there. So we've got a hospital going up. And let's plonk down a fishing dock as well. We probably won't actually use it by the time it's built. At least not straight away, because we don't have the population for it. But we might as well put it down and just make it a thing that's available. Let's put one... Let's try and keep it in line with this road, because that'll just keep everything neat. Let's put it down right there. Beautiful. Although we just got a couple more people up as labourers, so that'll be good. See, the hospital's being built. Lovely jubbly. Oh, nice to see our woodcutters maxing out the wood again. That's fantastic. Shows they're able to keep up with the demand. And yeah, we'll have to check out our fishing dock and hospital in the next episode, because that's where I'm going to leave it. We've got a fair bit done this time. We got our quarry in, we built some more houses, we set up our fishing dock, and we've got the hospital going. We bought some pecan seeds. I can't remember if that was this episode or the last one, but hey, that's what we've got. And I'm feeling pretty good. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.